Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hey y'all, my name is Princess Lima. Princess Lima with the one instead of an I on all platforms. PRI. Oops, I said PRR. PRI1NCESSLEMA. So y'all seen the thumbnail and the title. We got another video talking about the 99 names of Allah. Alhamdulillah, He has 99 names. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So I will begin by reading about it and then we'll talk about it. So I'm reading from this book. It is called The Most Beautiful Names of Allah. I got this book from my aunt. May peace and blessings be upon her. Alhamdulillah. Ameen. So we are on Allah's third name, Al-Malik. 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 Let me make sure I'm pronouncing it right. I got the sound playing.
Al-Malik.
Yep. Al-Malik. I'm gonna put it in the mic for you, okay?
Al-Malik. Al-Malik. Al-Malik.
Okay, now we can say it with me. Al-Malik. 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 Okay. So this means the sovereign. I don't want to say that word wrong, but sovereign, or like the king. You can use that as well. He is Allah. There is no God but He. He is the King. 59:23. Allah owns the universe and controls it. Blessed be He in whose hand is the kingdom. He has power over everything. 67:1. To whom belongs the kingdom of the heavens and the earth? And He has not begotten a son and has no associate in His sovereignty. 25:2. Allah is the Lord of all sovereignty. Say, O Allah, Master of the kingdom, you bestow sovereignty on whom you will and take it away from who you will. 3:26. True meaning of kingship is an attribute only of Allah. Then exalted be Allah, the true king. There is no God but He, the Lord of the noble throne. It is solely by the will of Allah that men are given kingship. Allah gives kingship to whom He will. Allah is in need of nothing and nobody, yet everybody and everything are in need of Him. Say, I take refuge with the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men. To Him that was 114 with the dashes 1 to 3. I don't know how to pronounce that right. To Him belong kingship, majesty, power, and wealth. So glory be to Him who has control over all things, and to whom you shall all be recalled. 36:83. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So as I'm reading the book, there is this section right here, and I'm going to read this part to you all. Say, I take refuge with the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men. Yeah. Okay, so then as well we have this little part down here. The law of Allah is applicable to everyone. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So let's talk, y'all. Let's talk. Reading that, I also was studying about this. I request that if you're watching this video and you would like to learn more about the beautiful names of Allah, please download an app on your phone. Just search in your app store, look up 99 names of Allah, and there are plenty of apps, some that pronounce them for you, some that will give you the details of what the name is and what the name means, and also what it looks like in Arabic. Alhamdulillah. So I did some research about this before I even made this video, just because also I'm not only teaching you guys, we're all learning together. Like, we're learning together. Al-Malik, 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 Al-Malik. When I'm repeating, you all repeat with me, because we all practice it together. Alhamdulillah. So this is reassuring everyone that no matter who you are, all of us are Allah's creation. So Allah is above all of us all of the time, no matter what. He is king. That's big. And I made note of this because it was expression that this helps the believers be able to free themselves from the understanding, because sometimes when we're living in this dunya, we'll have people of power, and they try to threaten us with money, their power, or wealth, and our health as well. They'll try to threaten us and try to move with this if they are king. Sometimes, I'm living in, living in the United States with who we got as president right now, stuck for a law. So different situations happen, and people try to uphold this power and make it as if they're above another person. But Allah, being Al-Malik, 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 Allah being Al-Malik, the king of all of his creation. So no matter how these people go ahead and threaten our home and our wealth and our health, knowing that Allah is king gives us this different kind of certainty, and helps us to be able to still be able to just be slaves of Allah rather than slaves of these people who are also Allah's creation. Come on now, come on now, come on now. Actually, open up my journal. Open up my journal. So, I'll give you guys this. The king and owner of dominion, the one whose dominion is clear from imperfection. So, everything that Allah has created is perfect. When you're like, oh, I wish this would have happened, I wish that would have happened, or what would have happened if I did this? Stop with the what ifs. Stop with the what ifs, because your plan, because your journey is perfect, because Allah created it. It was already created by Allah. Allah already came up with it, and He's created everything perfectly. Why? Because He's the king. You can't imagine if you're a king because you're not Allah, but knowing and thinking about how highly He is. For whom nothing He wants to do in this sovereign kingdom is difficult. All things in existence come from Him, and He presides as a sovereign ruler over them. So these people that claim that they are a king, these people that try to say that they are above other people, these people that just go ahead and they hurt people, like just do hurtful things, and they feel like it's okay because the amount of wealth that they have. Allah is ruler over them. And that gives us as believers some certainty and some comfortability with the fact that there is a higher power over these people that just we're equal. They're all gonna taste death in a different flavor, okay? If the first and last of you, the living and the dead among you, and those of you who are fresh, of those of you who grew withered, all the hearts as wretched as the heart of most wretched of my servants. So the people that do not believe, the people who have zero faith, the people who do not care at all, they in their mind like, who's Allah, that would not diminish as much or not wing from my dominion, emphasizing how He has no need of any existing thing. He is independent. If all people were unbelieving, He would still be king. This name encompasses an aura of grandness and majesty. He has complete knowledge, power, and rule over His creation. Alhamdulillah, this is beautiful. This right here is beautiful. No matter what, He has complete power, complete. Everybody in the world could sit there and say that they no longer believe in Allah. They could sit there and say that, doesn't make much sense to me. They could stray away, but Allah will still rule over them. He still will be independent. He still will be higher. He still will be the highest. He still will be king no matter what. That is His level of sovereignty. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So the Arabic root, mim lam kaf, that is what Al-Malik comes from. It equals, like, this is what it means: to possess, to own exclusively, to exercise authority, to command, to have power over, to having ruling power, to have kinship. So these are all similarities. So just to have the power over. So Allah has power over us. And Al-Malik helps us remember that there is a power source, a source much higher than us, and it helps humble us and be slaves of Allah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Learning this is so helpful, because it's important. If you made it this far, please attempt to use Allah's names inside of your next du'as. It is so important and valuable for us to sometimes learn something like this. I think it's amazing, and I'm sure that it makes Allah happy with our souls the more that we learn about who He is, learn about Allah, and get close to Allah. Alhamdulillah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in my next video talking about the beautiful names of Allah. Alhamdulillah. Toodles.